What was this, day 13? Post-op?
Yes.
Because we came home on day 11.
Yes.
I went back to work. So you've been home by yourself. Well, Melody luckily has spring break. I didn't even think of that at all.
You're dying.
When we were coming home Sunday, she said, remember I have spring break next week. So she's off all this week. So she is Colleen's personal assistant while I went back to work.
Yeah. I made her waffles and sausage for breakfast. And then she asked me to make her peanut butter and jelly.
So she's not the best personal assistant, but whatever.
She does give me water when I ask, but
She's getting you stuff right now.
Yeah, if she is napping, she will literally snap on me and be like, and no, I am taking a nap. And I'm like, noted, so sorry.
Was yesterday your first massage?
Yes.
Here. At home. And so...
Yeah, she was super nice. Her name's Heather. She's in Doylestown. And she was very informative. I have some fibroid tissue building up right under my armpit next to that breast. And my left side is not healing like my right side. Yep. She said that's normal. It's kind of like eyebrows, you know. And she made this reference, which I was like,
I don't know anything about eyebrows.
So they always say eyebrows should be sisters, not twins.
I don't know anything about that.
They're not identical.
Okay.
So, like she said, that's how your body heals. You have different organs on your left side than your right side and vice versa.
So
it's typical that it just heals differently. And my left side is very behind in the healing process. I have a feeling it's because that drain came out so fast. You know what I mean? Like, that was like day 3 post-op drain out. But it wasn't working, and it was extremely painful because it got popped out of place by the nasty nurse that did not listen to me when I'm like, hey.
How many times do we have to hear the story?
It is hard as a rock. Like, if you felt the lump on my armpit.
But also, you have a bump, like, above your incision on your hip.
Yes, that's the same thing.
I mean, but that's been there for quite a while.
Yeah.
That they kept working at during the massages. Your drain still isn't really close to coming out yet. I mean, you said you talked to somebody who had it in for 2 weeks.
3.
3? So, I mean, it's different again for everybody.
Which I'm thankful. So I was just watching a video today on YouTube of a lady who she didn't have any of her drains still in, and she was 2 weeks post-op, and all of a sudden she woke up and her whole compression binder was filled with fluid, and she saw like 3 of her incision points were just dripping fluid, and she like touched her belly. It was like a water bed. So like, as much of a pain in the ass as drain is, and I don't like it, and this is why I don't like it, it's not letting part of my incision heal because it's draining so much outside the drain too, that I'm trying to keep it as dry as possible, and I'm changing those dressings like 3 times a day. Today I finally just lifted up my compression, like my binder, and then I undressed the whole area, and I sat there for like an hour with it open just to let it air dry, to try to let my scar get
maybe when you do that, you should spray that stuff on it.
I did.
I guess tomorrow we'll update what the incisions look like because it's been a few days.
Yeah, I am worried about that.
And then today you didn't have any appointments. You didn't go anywhere?
I went for a little walk to the bench. So I usually walk like 3-4 miles a night in nicer weather. The
bench is probably 70 yards.
It was not far, and I'm like, that's so pathetic. That's as far as I got. And I told Melody, I'm just gonna go to the first bench and back. And I almost made it to the first bench, and she looks at me and she goes, you're not at the first bench yet. So I finished walking to the first bench and then turned around and came back.
What doctor told you to stay out of work for 4 more weeks?
So I talked to the nurse practitioner.
So that's the nurse practitioner from the surgery center.
Yes, and she's like, no, mama. They say that, no, mama, you cannot go back to work. And I'm like, oh no, I'm going back next week. And she's like, no, you're not. She's like, you're out for 6 weeks. I'm like, no, I'm not. And then she said, no. She's like, I'm not writing you back to work. And so I said, how about 3 weeks? And she's, no, mama. And I said, 4? And she's like, I'll write you to work from home for 4 weeks, but you're still not ready. She said, we write people out 6 weeks. Nobody told me this ahead of time. They told me 2 weeks would be fine on the phone.
Luckily, you have a note and you can still work from home.
Yeah, but...
like, starting now, 4 weeks?
Well, I'm not... It's only really 2 weeks.
That's what I'm going to say. It was 4 weeks total post-op. We're already at 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So it's only 2 more weeks. It's not 4 weeks from now.
I don't know if my boss is going to let it though, because I didn't get that approval, which I totally get. I did not. I got 2 weeks approval.
Do they want sales? The compromise is work from home and keep selling the building.
Yeah, I'm being very cautious. Oh, what I put in my mouth for several reasons. A, I work in healthcare. I know protein is what heals wounds, so I'm really trying to bump up my protein. B, I also realize that I'm sitting like a sloth all day doing nothing, and I am not putting crap into my body that I can't even get up and walk off.
I don't know what's going on with this camera. It keeps like changing tones.
Turkey
Maybe
and
it's
cheese right
from the light moving with the ceiling fan. So we'll update. Come on, there's really nothing new. It's just the healing process now.
Yeah.
You have a massage tomorrow?
6:30.
Oh, that's right. I'm going on that.
Yes.
So we can update there.
Yes, and you can help me get my abdominal binder back on. These masseuses, like, they're super, super good and so knowledgeable of post-surgical lymphatic massages and all that. But I don't think it's not a clinical setting like it was at the doctor's office where, like, you're naked, they're helping compress you again. They're like, come on, mama, up. And they, like, suck the life out of you with the compressions. It's not like that.
This is just a massage. You go.
It's
Do
a
they even
massage, yeah.
help you undress? Mm-mm. So, yeah, you undress. They know what they're doing with your body. Mm-hmm. But then they don't bind you.
No.
So you aren't bound until I get home?
Yes.
That's not good.
No. So I'm happy you're going tomorrow.
Well, yeah. What are your other appointments? Are they after work hours?
Mm-hmm. Except...
Next week?
Oh, I didn't think about that. A lot of them are 12 o'clock on Mondays because I have off Mondays.
What are you doing? Have you been mom's assistant?
Yes. Have I, Mommy?
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel about that? Do you like it?
Yeah.
You know this is on video, right?
What is?
Your life dream of being in a scooter at the grocery store?
Oh my god, stop. That is not funny.
I need to hear the bag of alarm. Welcome to day 15 post-op. We did not do an update yesterday because I work and then I come home, work late, you get a shower every night, make dinner, go to bed.
It is the most
The same routine.
boring life right now.
When I don't have to, I've just had to work late the last several nights because of a project. But once that's over, then I'll be home normal time, and there'll be more time for other things. But
And we did an update on the complication day. I'm over it. So because my drain was leaking so much and I was trying to keep it dressing dry, it started opening up one part of my incision got wet. And no matter how much I kept it dry, it wasn't, so it opened up. So that's disgusting. My drain fell out of my body. Like, I looked down, my drain's out. So it ripped a stitch, I guess, where it was stitched.
you said you didn't even feel it.
Nope.
Did you hear it hit the ground?
Nope. I just felt something like pain. I was like, what's that? It was my drain. So,
I'll put a picture in.
yeah, it's quite gross. Anyways, so it ripped like the area where my drain was. So I called right away and she FaceTimed me and she's like, I had that open area and now like this wound where the drain was because the stitch ripped off the skin. So I'm on yet another antibiotic. They automatically put you on 2 antibiotics after surgery. I think for like 5 or 6 days. So I'm on another antibiotic.
But you were
for
done
10
then.
days. Yes.
Yeah.
And then an antibiotic cream. The problem with the antibiotic cream is you still put your pad there to protect the incision. And every time you go to take the pad off, it rips the new scab off. So that's
Because
fun.
the ointment dries.
Yeah. And I guess it's not a non-stick pad, so Albert bought these.
Yeah, well, it'll say on the package.
Yeah,
This
these
is
are
what
not-
you were using, right?
Yeah. So this says non-stick, so I'm going to put those all on my incision and see if that helps, and then I'll put the big pad over it. Because what the hell? It's just going to keep ripping off the damn scab. It's never going to heal. I'm so over this. Like,
And
I
so
just
then
wanna
you
feel
did have to
normal.
miss your next massage. So you haven't had a massage since Monday.
Yeah.
It's now Thursday.
And I'm sore.
So does she say she had an opening tomorrow yet?
She's has me on her cancellation list. I had to text her tonight. I just want to move on. Like, I'm so frustrated that spot's open. I knew something was going to go wrong. Like, I knew it wasn't just going to heal properly like a normal person. I always have to be that person where something goes wrong. And today it's more open. I haven't showed Albert yet, but I just
The
looked
incision?
at it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but tomorrow you do have an appointment at your family doctor, so...
And she's going to look at me and be like,
I mean,
what the F?
why
Molly?"
can't they at least could put some kind of like topical bandage, you know what I mean? Like a...
You can't seal
Sticker,
an infection
staple?
in. So in
It's-
case it's infected.
No, not stitch it, but just keep something from it opening more. You know what I mean? Like those butterfly band-aids or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess you'll find out tomorrow
I think I know
when
what
you go to the family doctor.
Why I had to cancel my massage is she was afraid if I was starting an infection, which that's why they put me on the antibiotics. There's so much healing going on my body. If she starts moving stuff around, she's like, your blood's going to pool to those areas because it's already trying to heal everything and your infection's going to spread. So she's like, I'd rather not
that bad?
touch you.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start our night routine, getting showered, and then I gotta go back to work, and then come back later.
I have to be a lazy sloth, which is getting really disgusting.
Other than that, how's everything going? How are you doing, Melody?
Good.
Bye.
Till next time. Last time.